Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Obviously doing something a little different today. I got up a little later, so I decided to do a little comfy cozy from my bed reading. I did a little pre-shuffle, and what came through for that was, in the energy of like defending and keeping balance in your boundaries, taking care of yourself, kind of standing in your own power, a possible love offer coming in. It looks like it's the gift of the beginning of like something solid, possibly. But it seems like you have some emotional confusion around it. I think you do possibly have like a void in that area. And you're deciding if it, is it a void or is it just not something you're doing right now, And maybe from this love offer, we'll see what comes up in the reading. Maybe you were expecting a love offer, maybe you haven't been looking for one, and if it's not on your mind and you're like, oh, someone's interested in me, maybe think about it, like, do I want love in my life at this point? And a couple of cards that came out was the Fool and the Eight of Swords came out together. And to me, that combination at the time, it looked like the Eight of Swords, not so much being like trapped in your head, like in a negative way. It seems to me like the swords were all of your like lessons. And it's taught you to make like a little fence around the Fool before he jumps off the cliff, to make him like pause and be like, okay, let's look off the cliff before we jump, right? Let's make sure there's water in the pool before we dive in. So it was just that kind of thing. Hey, you gotta come this way. You can't go that way. You gotta go this way. Trying to mess everything up. I don't think I need my mic that close, but just to be sure. Alright, so what I wanted to also do is I'm gonna lay out my chakra cards. And instead of going through every one, I want to see with my pendulum which one needs the attention for this, It might be your heart, it may not be. Your heart might be fine and completely open. Maybe that's why you're not like frantically looking for love, probably. So let's see. Alexa, turn it down a notch. Oh, sun is really loud. I think I closed my window. Alright. I want to separate it enough that I can tell if it's really hitting or not. Next time I'll do it with the camera face up, face down. I'm just going to go over each one and see what kind of pull I get. And we'll go from there. Thank you, Spirit. would just like whoever is with us today to give me some guidance as to which chakra points need to be addressed. Thank you. First, let me see. I do this all the time. Show me. Thank you. Show me yes, please. Okay, thank you, Spirit. It's a circle. We're over a root chakra. Sacral. Let me come back to this. This is like a little vibration. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see, moving on to your solar plexus. Yeah, that's a definite yes. Thank you, Spirit. Your heart chakra. Throat chakra. Third eye. Oh, hello. And crown chakra. Yeah, I'm gonna yes on this one too. All right. So your solar plexus and your crown chakra. Your sacral chakra was kind of vibrating a little bit, but it didn't say yes. Maybe it's like activated right now. Maybe it's energetic. Okay. So, what needs some attention is your crown and your solar plexus. Okay, so if that's the case, I feel like it's opening up and listening to your divine guidance, you know, and having the confidence to see the lessons you learned and see the steps you've taken. So maybe even though you've come so far, it's hard to stand in that, yes, I know who I am, I know what I'm capable of all the time. You know, especially if you have questions about whatever. Your enlightenments or your beliefs or your paths or like, who am I? You know, like that type of thing. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Let's get a general vibe for right now. Everything's pre-shuffled. I have a little helper, you saw. I got a couple new decks. I really like them. I did not like the last ones I got. They were pretty from afar. They're mosaics. Thank you, Spirit. Give me what's the vibe today for collective? King of Earth, Three of Water, together. So King of Pentacles. So you're grounded. You're kind of, you know, coming along your path. You're pretty well, like, established. And you have community around you. Maybe you're celebrating being like stable and whatnot. My knees can't stay bent that long. Okay, maybe just one or two more for the opening. What I don't want is to be a lowercase c. Let me sit back here. There we go. That's better. I knew to give myself enough room to spread out. Wheel of Fortune. Maybe you have, yeah, good job, good life, good friends. And you're like, why do I want to turn the wheel? Maybe I'll pass this time. Or maybe the decision is the wheel moment, you know. And Ten of Air. Do you want to put an ending to something? Because this deck is kind of gentle. I know. I like the Wheel of Fortune in this deck too. Probably can't see it because I have that weird light on it. Okay. So stability, but with the potential for changes. Which kind of makes sense with, I guess, the pre-shuffle. Two of Earth, yeah, looking towards the future. Weighing. I told you, I always get like, what's the next step? But again, I guess it makes sense. Because people, you're probably looking for your next steps. Alright, Spirit. Alright. Thank you, Spirit. Tell me, what my collective needs to know. Who's the best girl not touching the cards? Cersei. She'll put her face right next to it. Be like, I'm not touching it. She wants to so bad. Spirit, tell me what my collective needs to know. We have the Four of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. I feel like this is telling me, you know, you can have that happy home and stable life with another person, just like you can by yourself right now, as long as you take it slow and, you know, meditate on what you need to, rest before you jump into anything, but the Ten of Cups can be in your future if you handle this in the proper way. Three of Wands, yep. You know, Three of Wands, it could be nodding to, you know, where it's saying take your time, even though this particular love offer has sparked your remembrance that there is such a thing, right? Maybe wait and see what else is out there. Don't jump at the first offer. If this is something you're ready for now, act like you've just learned all the lessons you've learned. Don't be like, oh, now I'm going to regress into being a teenager and jump into this, because it's love and people act weird when that happens. Regardless of the age, yeah. You can have, you know, Four of Wands and Ten of Cups together is a pretty happy home. I'm gonna pause this for a second. I'm back. It's been a little bit, but you know what I just noticed? When I turned the video back on, I paused it at 22 minutes, 22 seconds. I was thinking for a second I was gonna restart it, and I was like, no, I'm not. Not after seeing that. Whoa. Whoa, my friend. Here you go. Go over there. Go over there. Excuse me. Okay. Well, not right there. Move a little bit. Don't meow at me. She's so... like, she'll talk back to you. Tell her stop. Meow. Okay. Let's get back to where we were. So, as I said, I think you have a real opportunity at a happy ever after, so to speak, providing you take your time and just make sure, you know, it's for the right reasons, not just feel like you, because you feel like you should, you know. Bottom of this deck is Oracle of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups, which came out during the pre-shuffle, so that's a good sign. I'm not, hold on, I'm not doing the bottom yet. Or should I? Yeah, I think I'll do it this way. Sorry, I'm just kind of working out the way I'm going to do the reading in my head. All right. Is there anything else you would like collective to know on this go around about what they need to know now that we're back at it? But that all makes sense. The Magician, like, you have the tools if you want to step forward. Yeah. Just, again, take your time. Just make sure it's for the right reasons. Yeah. Okay. The Devil. All that binds you. So maybe that's what you're, struggling with, is like your past instances, because what do we have to compare to but our own experiences? So that also makes sense. All right. Let's see. All right. Tell me what collective doesn't see coming regarding this story. So you kind of see things in your life could be opening up to the love opportunities. So what do you not see coming as you venture down this road? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is the fastest, that's way too many, the fastest moving knight. So that's like taking swift action on something. It is like taking action on an idea or enlightenment, or, you know, moving forward with an idea, a new way of thinking. But it's like getting this new idea and like, this is awesome, and moving forward. Like, the Knight of Wands is the most passionate knight moving forward, but the Knight of Swords is like, pew, the fastest. Yeah. Tell me more about what they don't see coming. What about this? That's a blanket, silly. Four of Wands again. So, it looks like you want to, now you have the idea that you want, that's what it is. Now you have the idea that you want a relationship, you're like obsessing over it. That's what you don't see coming. Like, right now it's just like a thought. But it's gonna be like, all of a sudden you're gonna be like, why don't I have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever, you know? And I think you're like, well, alright, that's my new goal, the Empress. Yeah. Yep, the Empress. So, you have the idea of this happy home. With this Empress, you are the Empress, whatever. This scenario is going to make you feel like the Empress, so you're like, that's what I want. But I feel like because it's the Empress, man or woman, you're experienced, you've been through this, like, it's, the choice of wanting a relationship is not made hastily. It was made with some thought. But now it's like, okay, now I need to make this happen. Like, it would be like if it was any other goal. Almost like you're going about it like a business plan. Yeah, I don't think that's the word. I think that's how it's supposed to happen. But I digress. Let's see. I don't know how it's supposed to happen. I've never been in a proper relationship in my life. So, I don't know. Proper. Okay. We'll come back. Five of Swords. What it all costs, yeah. See, it's like a compulsion now. Look at my little sleepy girl. Look at my little sleepy girl. I have no idea if I'm supposed to be on YouTube. I don't know. I don't think I have enough followers that it matters yet. They'll tell me. I'm sure. Alright. Let's see how this is all affecting you. I went and made some more coffee and then I got breakfast. I figured to get it all done so I can do this because then I have some stuff to make. Okay. How is this affecting collective at the moment? My cat's so cute. King of Wands. It's making you want to take action. It feels like you are the hunter. You don't want to be hunted. I don't know if that's like you're in your masculine energy about it, I guess. It's too many. Or you're just very, like, again, 3 of Wands, waiting to see what the options are. But you're ready. It's like you know what you want. You know, the love offer that could be coming in it could be you pursuing somebody also, but I don't think so, because I think that's what this initial one anyway is what sparked the thought of love in the first place. King of Pentacles. So you're ready to take action, but you're also grounded. That's great. However, I do want to note that if you are a female identifying with this is very masculine energy that you're stepping into. And maybe that's how it's affecting you. It's kind of making you, if you work to get out of it, ever, it might be making you kind of step into it. Again, this is your wall. If that's the case, that's your wall. Now you're And that's why it's not going to come in, because you don't know how to, man or woman, you don't know how to be soft and let it in. The queens are going to let it in. Your kings are ready, like almost default in the defensive, ready to protect their queen, right? Yourself. So if you're putting out that energy to protect the Empress within you, Three of Wands and Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's making you kind of, weigh your options and decide which will be the most victorious, is what I'm, yeah, and again, that's very intellectual. You're going around this like a business. Like, okay, I guess it's time for me to get a significant other now. I guess that makes sense. I mean, two incomes are better than one. I don't see anything bad about this. I just see very, matter of fact thinking. With the Knight of Swords again. To confirm the, intellectual pushing forward with the new way of thinking and the plan of how to get this happy home, the Four of Wands. Let's keep track. Let's keep track of these repeating cards in this one. King of Earth. King of Pentacles is the first one. That's twice. Four of Wands. Four of Wands. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. And now the Knight of Swords again. Okay. So, a lot already. It's crazy. All right. How about some guidance? And you know what? Your solar plexus and your crown chakra coinciding with this reading makes sense too, because you're very in your head. It might be because you aren't trusting your gut. You're not trusting your solar plexus. You know, you're trusting you're all up here. You're gonna let it come down. Because if everything's right on paper, but you're like, No. Or you're like, okay, I hear you. It's time. But we have to do it this way. And trying to like make rules to it. There's no, you can't, there's like, you can have boundaries, but there's no rules to love. I will say, I keep saying I'm going to do a video on this, but I came across all the notes again about the love journey, starting with that visceral root, attraction, moving up through the chakras throughout the, like, relationship and how that looks, versus starting the love journey really from the mind down, and how that then looks and how different it is. When you hit the middle, to, make the comparisons, it's pretty enlightening. Alright, what is some guidance? What's some guidance for my collective? I'm just gonna put these up here. It's hard. It's one of those things like, yeah, you have to decide when you're ready, but you can't, again, you can't plan everything. You can't plan how you're gonna feel about stuff. You have to take another person into consideration too. I don't think I'm ready for that. I don't have time, but I also don't want to take anybody else into consideration. If someone wants to just come hang out with me and stay out of my way, that's cool. I mean, I can have a best friend. Let's see. The Knight of Swords again. This time with the Queen of Pentacles. Remember what I said. So that's saying to me, you being in this intellectual, going after this new thought process, is affecting you by putting you in the masculine energy of defense. Your wall's coming up while you're navigating it. Your guidance is saying, yeah, you can move forward as planned. Just take that wall down. Maybe just put a fence. Maybe just like an electronic fence even. Yeah, so like you have the right idea, you're on the right path, you're being a little rigid about it. And yeah. So it's the Three of Pentacles, but I think what it's saying is, to, again, nodding to the taking your time Because every time that Knight of, Swords, it kind of has like a pullback, like, oh, yes, but hold on, right? I think it's give yourself a little grace, because it seems like you've been off the horse, so to speak, for a while, and you're kind of navigating, and you're paying attention to the details, and because you want to get it right, or saying make sure you do that. You're building a new way of thinking, so make sure it's a new way of thinking. Make a new type of relationship. If you don't like the ones you've had in the past, that type of thing, like, make sure you move forward with your new thought process, but don't do it so quickly that you fall back into natural, like, frequencies, you know what I mean? Stay grounded, like the Queen of Pentacles, like the King of Pentacles, and move forward, paying attention to the details. And people will admire you for that, like, that you're mature enough to be like, no, I'm my own person, and this is the steps I need to take in order to feel good about a relationship. I'm not just diving in willy-nilly, because I know it can be a year before you show me your true colors, if some people are good or it's dripped. I want to make sure you are who you say you are. I can understand that, and this is how to do it in a mature, rational way, not an emotional, traumatized way. Yeah. People will surprise you to the very end. So, it's always good to be cautious. Don't be paranoid. Everybody's not the same. One person is not. The saying, don't bleed on people who didn't cut you. I would truly believe that. There are always many variables to everything. Sometimes. Sometimes it's black and white, but rarely. Alright. 4 of Swords again. Another repeat. Confirming to make sure you're safe within yourself and process the information as you need to. This is not a rush. And then I always like to do a little message from your future self. Let's see. Hangman. Take your time. Look at things from all perspectives. That's crazy, huh? How consistent this message is today. I'm like, yeah, you're ready. Good job. I feel like this is very calm, very like you're just having a conversation like with your mom. Maybe you are. Oh my gosh. Three of Pentacles again. I feel like this message from, speaking of, that's weird, having a conversation with your mom. I feel like this here is actually your ancestors or your guides admiring you for how far you've come. But I also think with the Hangman, it is confirming make sure you pay attention to all the details. Just like the Three of Wands was saying, don't jump at the first offer. Don't jump at the first offer. Take a step back. Get all the details. And then we get the Queen of Swords. Yeah. So this is a good balance. This is good. Instead of being you know, the King of Pentacles, King of Wands, you can be the Queen of Swords. And that's a good, assertive, strong, intelligent, aware, enlightened, but in your feminine energy still. So, boundaries. Healthy boundaries. Good. Alright, so what you need to know is, you know, Two of Pentacles. I was looking at the other kind of the vibe cards. Yeah, okay. So what you need to know is, if you're deciding whether or not to go after a family, like you want to go down that path, a relationship, you know, that type of goal now. You have the tools. There's no reason you wouldn't be successful at this. Just be sure to see what's out there. Don't jump at the Page of Swords. Don't jump at the first offer. You know, what you don't see coming if you decide to head down this path is it's going to be a little bit, like, on your mind a lot. Yeah. Like, you're like determined. Like, now all of a sudden this has become a part of your life, a goal in your life that wasn't there before. And now you see, like, now it's going to become, like, important to you. It's an idea. It's going to become important if you decide yes. I think the universe, if you decide yes, is going to, like, you know, just, like, click that into the priority for you. I can't explain what I see. I'm going to go to tape B. And how it's affecting you. I don't think the like compulsion of it, that's not affecting you yet. It's the thinking about it and deciding whether you want to go forward is what's affecting you, and that's what's automatically like, oh, love. You have these walls that automatically just go up. And you're like, okay, yes, this is what I want. And you're setting your boundaries and you're taking action. You're like, okay, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to go after. And you're like, and I'm standing firm on those boundaries. And on those boundaries, I'm not moving. I don't know. And you're like, okay, come to me. Let me see if you're worthy. You can't go about it that way. So, the Spirit's telling you to take it down a notch. Get back into the loving, feminine side of it. Still be a leader in your power. Well-rounded and grounded. But just a little softer. You know. And just take your time to look at the details. Maybe in not such an analytical way. Maybe in a more like realistic way. Like, yeah, you do need to know. You need to know if you're compatible with somebody. You need to know all those things. Like, we're not kids. It's not going to be like, oh yeah, we can just, you know, cohabitate. Fine. You know. Even cats can take up to a year to accept the other one in their space. Or decide if they're going to. So, keep that in mind. So that's what I'm seeing there. Boop, 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 boop. And the message from your future self, again, is just make sure you look at all the details from a different perspective. Your guides are with you, and they're saying you're doing a great job being an adult. And, stay assertive, but try to stay in, like, Queen of Swords. The Hermit is on the bottom of this deck. So, yeah, you gotta find the answer within you. Like, no one can tell you if you're ready for this, or who to choose, or what to do, or, you know, that's all on you. This is just pointing out little key things to remember, because maybe it's been a little bit, you know, like, hey, relax a little. Calm down. It's okay. This isn't like Battle Royale. Just go about living your life and just keep in the back of your mind like, oh yeah. Instead of just ignoring everybody and not noticing things, maybe notice when someone's being a little extra nice to you. Like, are they just being nice to me, or are they being a little more than nice to me? Because I feel like maybe you don't notice that now, because you're very, this is what our relationship is, you know? This is just, you're just a teller at the bank. You know, whatever. Something like, you're not seeing anybody as a player in your world. They're all their character. That's how I can explain it. But maybe someone did not get the cues and approach you anyway, and you're like, kind of felt okay, and it made you think about it, and now you're gonna think about it. I think that might be it. Like, you weren't even looking at anybody. I don't think I'm going to clarify this one. I might do another reading, though. So I'm kind of comfy cozy here. I'll ask for one more piece of advice. I didn't bring any oracle cards over. I might do the next reading, like, in the normal spot, actually. Spirit, can you give me one last piece of advice for collective before I sign off for this video? The Ace of Swords. So yeah, maybe you've been given this enlightenment because it's time. What about the Ace of Swords, Spirit? Two of Cups. Eight of Cups, which was in the pre-shuffle, and Strength. So, I think this is just not into, yes, you have this enlightenment because it is time. Your soul's time, you know. And they want you just to know it's time to walk away from that old hurt. Love doesn't have to hurt. Get out of here. You know, and then Strength came up. So have the strength. And you do have the strength to get through. And the 9 and 10 of Pentacles came up together right now. If that's not confirmation of abundance, and I feel like it's the 9 of Pentacles to say it's your self-made abundance as an individual, I think, and also, you know, the generational, the family, the household, which is what you're looking for too. And I think that's a confirmation that you don't have to have one or the other. You can be a happy, healthy individual and be in a relationship. You don't have to lose yourself. And I think maybe that's the old mindset you have to walk away from. How do I love this person without losing myself in the process? And that's the balance you're trying to find, and that's why it's like so hard for you not to jump into that masculine energy. You're like, no. Again, man or woman, men go through it too, kind of figuring out who you are. You're like, I am not giving this up. And if someone loves you, they're not going to make you, or they're not going to make you feel that way. They're not going to let you compromise your core of who you are to appease them or make it comfortable. So keep that in mind too. You don't have to be different. You can be like, hey, I don't like this. And they'll be like, oh, I didn't realize. Or they can be like, I don't give a fuck. And you can be like, okay, bye. Because it's only going to get worse. Or worse, if they acknowledge and don't change anything about it when you expressed clearly your feelings about something. You know, if you're passive aggressive and don't say anything, well, that's something maybe you have to work on too, because that's hard to keep it comfortable. Don't do that. Please don't do that. So yeah, so that's awesome. So yeah, take it slow, do what you're doing, try not to get too rigid. Everybody's not the same. You're not the same. You're not going to make the same mistakes you did. You know, it's like, But I think you know that. And I think that's why you're like, oh, I'm looking at this a little bit differently. I'm not like, nah. You know, it wasn't as like, maybe you're like, that's okay. Yeah. Baby steps. There's no rush. Your time is your time. 4 of Pentacles on the bottom. You're getting your foundation together. When you're solid enough to have a good hold on yourself, to your liking, that you feel safe, you're not going to overgive or over love or over whatever, you'll know. I think you're there, or you're just about. Maybe this was what you needed. To be like, yeah, you're okay. You're alright. You're not going crazy. Yes, you should be a little cautious, but we're good. You're good. And even if it doesn't go well, so what? I know I still have like 40 some odd years left. My God, that's so many times I can mess up. So many times. So, what are you gonna do? Take care of yourself, make sure you're fine, and who cares who comes and goes? Stay fine, they come to you, and that's how it is. Be a tree. Don't be a flower, don't let people pick you. Be a tree. Let them come to you. Alright, well, I hope everybody has a great day. I think I might do another video. I think I say that every time. Like and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, and I'll see you in the next